big cat. Welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat Water Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 17th, the first quarter moon in Aries, take the initiative to instigate positive changes in various aspects of your life. Also, you have the moon in Aries trining Venus in Sagittarius. Infuse stability and security into your life during this celestial alignment. It's the ideal time to commit to long-term endeavors. On the 18th, the moon enters Taurus. Prioritize the preservation and growth of your financial and material possessions. Place importance on security and compatibility as fundamental elements in shaping your life. You also have Mercury in Capricorn, sextiling Saturn in Pisces. In this period, embody qualities such as hard work, ambition, logic and intuition. Exercise caution. Deliberate on your actions and execute your plans with precision. This phase may also bring about an attraction towards individuals of an older age. On the 19th, Mercury in Capricorn trines Jupiter in Taurus. Use this favorable period to apply to universities. Invest in additional effort in examination preparation. Pursue courses. Engage in learning and teaching. Explore foreign lands and immerse yourself in diverse cultures. Business affairs will prosper, and it's an opportune time to take up a new language as a hobby. You also have Venus in Sagittarius, squaring Neptune in Pisces. Be meticulous when reading terms and conditions of contracts, as hidden elements may exist. Affairs initiated now, especially in secrecy, may be exposed in the future, potentially leading to embarrassment. On the 20th, Pluto enters Aquarius with the planet of power and change in the forward-thinking sign of Aquarius for the next 19 years. A formidable combination takes shape. Release negative energy that is impeding your progress towards achieving your goals. On the 22nd, the moon enters Cancer. Take your emotional self-care seriously during this phase. Relax and rejuvenate your soul. Prioritize your activities that nurture your emotional well-being. On the 23rd, Venus enters Capricorn. Redirect your focus towards goals and progress. Overcoming inhibitions is crucial, and you may find yourself drawn to elderly and individuals in higher social standing. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave! Ha ha! Namaste! Grand Rising, water signs. Welcome or welcome back for your next 7 days. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Let's dive in, darling dears, and unpack. Oh, You have an 8, and we are in the year of an 8, darling dears. It also speaks about what? The 8th house, darling dears. The house of what? Death and rebirth. It's about your transformation season, darling dears. The 8th house is also deals with other people's money. You may have some issue or something to deal with your tax, investments, maybe an inheritance or a business, darling dears. This is about you letting go of a karmic debt. Love it. Don't hate it. Posh. Clap. Your birthday may be the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th, or it's a significant date or number for you. Your luckiest numbers over the next 7 days will be 2, 4, and 8. The letters will be H, Q, and Z. The number 8 is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is ruling this year, 2024, darling dears. So Saturn is showing up with truth. Your truth. This is about you creating new rules for yourself. This is a new maturity for you, darling dears. Realizing that you have no limitations once you leave what? Karmic circles behind. This is paying off a karmic debt. Your luckiest days will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You are a master manifester at this moment in time, darling dears. The energy of the 2 speaks about it being a lucky period for you over the next 7 days. You'll be getting compliments. Helping hands will be turning up. It's a good time for business, travel, whatever plans you are making. They're going to go well, darling dears. But it's about you having mastered something. An action that you took to master something. I believe it's mastering yourself in a karmic cycle, darling dears. You are feeling more empowered. Saturn rules Capricorn as well as Aquarius energy. Okay. Definitely good luck in a business matter. The energy of the 6 speaks about cooperation. It's also a reminder for you to look at your health. Because Saturn rules the lean in, big cat. Lean in. It rules your legs, knees, your nerves, your kidneys, your bladder. Go and get it checked up, darling dears. It's your responsibility to keep your temple tight and right. You hear the bell confirmation. But this is a new beginning. A new beginning. But it's in this version, this new chapter that you've created for yourself, you are the one that is the page turner, darling dears. No longer being turned. Releasing yourself from some form of joint finance or tax. The number 8 is ruled by the Strength card in Tarot. Big Cat Leo energy, the 5th house, the 5th house of dating and romance. Somebody's leaving a cycle, darling dears, that was based on what? Just fun. They're looking for something more tangible, but it has to come, or it is coming from within. This is a dramatic change. Yes, it's the season of breakups, darling dears. Beware of accidents. Your Saturn placements will show your relationship with your parent or caregiver. Check that out on your birth natal chart. All right. But this is a new you. You are wanting to avoid drama, tongue wrestling, strife. This is also about telling yourself affirmations of strength. I am blessed. I am strong. I'm the first in my lineage. All these type of things. Love it. Don't hate it. Let's see what your ancestors have to say about this. Got the gods and goddesses. Yeah, you're taking some people to school. Yeah, schooling someone, or you are going for what? Higher education. Well, why not? You've currently got Sagittarius. Sorry, Mercury direct in Capricorn at this moment in time. So being practical and goal orientated, yeah, is the way to go. What do your ancestors think about what's going on? Good golly and gosh. You're gaining options, darling dears. I'm only going to show the cards that are on top. You're protected. And it's a reminder that practice makes perfect, darling dears. Because you're coming through with that strength. We just spoke about the 8 strength card in tarot. This is about being above drama. This is you looking to the sky. Your sky is your what? Cranium, darling dear. Your third eye, listening to your intuition. Your crown chakra is being activated. Many of you have got what I've got going on. You've got the Moldavite crystal. The Moldavite works on your crown, your third eye, and your heart chakra. This is a season of you releasing, darling dears, letting go of circumstances and situations that kept you entrapped, entangled in karmic cycles. Fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. I love it. I don't hate it. You're creating options. This is like the justice. Justice is the 7th house in astrology, darling dears, the house of contractual partnerships. This is open enemies. You're going to create an enemy because you're choosing you. Yeah, but this is about you balancing out your chakras. You may even be into yoga, but this is about you meditating on what you want to achieve. And it's also what? Internal peace. Because from a place of peace is where manifestation steps in, darling dears. And you are a master manifester at this moment in time. Well, for the next 7 days, darling dears. Tap in and use that energy that's being bandied around for you, my water signs, to your advantage. Why not? But you are definitely letting go of a situation, something that was dying. It's also, the 8th house is also the house of loans. Somebody's going to be getting a loan. Okay. A loan pertaining to a business. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's get a deck. Base of your deck. Oh gosh, I can't make it up. 6 of Swords, moving on. But can you see the shadow in the back? You are being watched, darling dears. This person is holding on to something. Let me see. Got me all seeing tortoise to really close in on things. I don't know, it appears that they're holding a blade, darling dears. But they're putting it back in because they can't do you a thing. Someone is going to try and stop your move forward, darling dears. 6 of Swords in the upright is Aquarius as well as Mercury energy. You're using your intellect to move in silence. This is you going into no contact. This is you progressing, darling dears. It's all part of the transition, the number 8 of your journey, darling dears. This is separation. Someone is also involved in a long distance relationship. But this is a moving on, letting go, darling dears. The karmic debt around that is being paid. Backstabbation been going on. No, someone hasn't been telling the truth. Room. Pinkies up. You also have Pluto entering Aquarius, darling dears, for the next 19 years. So whatever you've got going on, water signs, make sure that it's for your betterment, for the helpation of another big cat. Service, charity, voluntary work. Using all of your gifts, darling dears, for the betterment of the whole collective. This is fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Stepping into a new energy. Energy of Saturn. Turning all of your manifestations into reality, darling dears. This is why you have to focus on what you want. Let the past take care of itself. Now, what is your theme? Fool card. Sorry, world. This looks like the Fool in this deck. Freudian slip meant to come out, darling dears. New beginning. World card also speaks about endings and a fresh start. The earth sign, the world card is earth sign, earth, as well as again Saturn energy coming out, as well as the fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio and Aquarius. This speaks about you being more organized, darling dears, taking the time to tackle things slowly. Why? Because you're going into the unknown, but yet you are still going. It also speaks about you being watched, darling dears. The theme is you being watched. People are watching you strong. People are watching you what? Be the justice. You are the karma in the situation. You're still standing. Come through, Elton John. Posh, clap. Better than you have been. A new beginning, darling dears. but you're being watched. Someone that would like to come back through, maybe they've got loose ends they want to tie up. The spying spires are watching you make wise choices. They're watching you value your individualism. You are disciplined, darling dears, and you lead with your truth. Saturn is about truth as well as time and the karma. Look at this, 2 of Pentacles, solo dolo, like the boys or girls on the pole. Your money's looking good over the next 7 days. Balancing out. If it's a loan you're looking for, you're going to get it. New custom, you're going to get it, darling dears. But this is also about you have already been sorting out your life, arranging your time and money management skills. Seeing Jupiter on the coin, as well as Capricorn energy. So the expansion of your status, darling dears. Your rep, your street cred. Listen, what did I say? King of Pentacles. This could be you in an entrepreneurial self, or you could be into accountancy, teaching, doing something online. You could be in the medical field, darling dears, in whatever shape or form. But this is a boss up for you, darling dears. Yeah, and that's the truth roof. Clarity being brought to a situation. Yeah. This is also you listening to your intuition, being guided, darling dears, leading with the truth, telling the truth to yourself. You are a truth teller, single and independent, drama-free, darling dears. I see no issues around your money over the next 7 days. It's coming in. It's coming in, but it's what you truly deserve. King of Pentacles, this is knowing your worth. You took a risk and a leap of faith in a new direction. Yeah. But there's people in the past that would like to come back. This is like that, I don't know what the children's story is called, about the hen that wanted to bake the bread and no one wanted to help. But when they smelt it cooking and it was done, they all wanted a slice, but none for them, darling dears. King of Swords, yeah. You are standing on what you said, darling dears, and what you built. Your money's looking good. Your work is looking good. All things to do with loans. We saw the energy of the 2 on the dice, darling dears. You're going to be getting compliments and gifts about your skills. What about my single water signs for the next 7 days? Got the 8 of Swords. Someone stuck in their head. You or they, them and I'm, darling dears. Feeling isolated or imprisoned. Maybe it's indecision. Indecision over a past situation, darling dears, but it's a karmic cycle. Chariot energy is for you to move forward, darling dears. Don't look back. You've got 2 major arcana. Has a hand in your life. Success is ahead of you, darling dears. Queen of Swords is telling you to take the what lesson and experience, darling dears. Take the lesson from the situation. It will bring you to what? Queenhood. Using your intuition as well as clarity, being able to speak your truth, darling dears. High Priestess. You already know what to do in the situation. You're keeping yourself unnecessarily tied to. Chariot energy, the light is shining on you. Your intuition, your discernment is telling you to move forward. Somebody's also wondering whether to buy a car or a vehicle. Lots of Swords energy out here, but we've also got the water energy. It's about, don't make it be a rushed buy, darling dears. Read the fine print so that you don't get the back end of it all. Take the time to consider. The Queen of Swords doesn't rush into anything. This is a decision that's weighed up with pros and cons. Definitely read the back end of all contracts that you will be signing over the next 7 days, even though luck is on your side. Not all money is good money, darling dears. Yeah, 5 of Swords. The other party may be what? Skullduggerous, darling dears. Skullduggerous. Oh, got the 7 of Cups. Make the right decision. What about those in a relationship or partnership? Cards barely want to go together, and it was a rough cut. Yeah, what's going on? We've got the Emperor in the reverse. This is the ending of a situation. If you are in a situation with someone who is co-parenting, there are no one's co-parenting. This is a knock, darling dears. Out there knocking. But this person is very bitter and twisted. Jealous energy, darling dears. Hateful energy. Yeah. Someone feels left out of a relationship, darling dears, put away. They're coming through like Oliver Twist, but it's the what? Oliver Twist, the remix. Yeah, the one under Judgment, darling dears. Base of the deck, 9 of Cups. Now they see that the situation that they had with you is the best situation. Yeah, 10 of Swords. This person betrayed you many times, darling dears, but they would like to come back. They're feeling some kind of regret. Well, regret is not remorse, darling dears. You've got Hermit energy, isolating yourself from that biatch. Yeah. Yup. It's not your cup of mocha. You're choosing you, darling dears. Somebody's moving away from a situation. Ace of Swords is the truth roof, darling dears, having clarity. It also speaks about a legal situation, Queen of Swords. This represents someone who's divorced from a situation, darling dears. From mind first and then the body followed, darling dears. That's how it normally goes. You're leaving towards what? Glory and victory, darling dears. 6 of Wands. Yeah, if there's a court battle, any assets or whatever, because we have the energy of the 8, it rules assets and joint finances. You are untangling yourself. This person is treacherous. Yeah, and they still want you. 6 of Cups, darling dears, having a nostalgia, looking at pictures, old text messages. Yeah, they're trying to get some emotion in their black heart, but your shaky back is forever turned. Listen, you're going for the bag, darling dears. You're going to get security from that situation. This also speaks about a return to your health. Somebody's thinking about a past situation where they was extremely vulnerable. Well, you are around a narc, Emperor in reverse. They got all of your intel, darling dears. They had you as a victim of hate from the gate. Listen, you continue to feng shui yourself, darling dears, because abundance is on your side. The 8 is what? A master manifestor, darling dears. They're not sorry for what they did. And they're an absentee parent, and you are giving it to them without the Vaseline in the legal courts, darling dears. Yes, you are. Yeah, Temperance energy, darling dears. Good golly and gosh, lean in, bestie. Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Okay, this is a long journey that you've been on. This partnership, relationship. It's a long journey, but it was a life-changing event. There was one particular last straw that you was not prepared to take anymore. This person still admires you from afar. Why? Because you're the one that got away. The Jupiter energy is the expansion, the spiritual expansion and the growth that you have been enduring, darling dears. You are the tortoise to their hair. Slow and steady is winning your race. It also speaks about you going on some kind of long distance travel, darling dears. As I was saying, the Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius is Jupiter. Jupiter rules the what? 9th house, darling dears. This is a higher call, darling dears. A higher spiritual call. Like I said, you are their karma. They're watching you on the internet, trying to gain some kind of foothold back into your life, darling dears. Yeah, because you're abundant and you know your worth. Listen, futuristic thinking. Focus on what? The here and now, the mindful, the gift, the present, darling dear. King of Wands, highly intuitive, moving forward. Go into God's glory, darling dears. No looking back for you. No salt's wife. Nope. Nope. You know your worth and you've added tax. The King of Wands is leadership role. You are leading the way to the light, darling dears. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Your cup is running over. Yeah, King of Pentacles, whoever gambled and risked on you, darling dears, they're heartbroken. Well, they betrayed you, darling dears, and they're a fool. And a fool will always be surrounded by fools, not a big cat. About your health, I am not a professional medical like a doctor or anything. I am a trained counsellor, but if you have an issue, please go to a professional, trained medical professional. How about that? But the cards are saying your health is looking good. King of Pentacles in the upright, darling. There's your health, your mental health, which is your wealth. This is about some of you may even be getting counselling, or you are a counsellor. You've learned to counsel yourself, darling dears. What else about the health? Good golly and gosh. You're learning that a broker, if you keep crying over something that's already over, darling dears, it's going to what? Bring you to the grave. This is about you letting go. This is also about you looking back at the past and realizing that pain, it doesn't hurt like it did before. Why? Because of healing. You're healing your emotional wounds, your inner child wounds, darling dears. The pain you see in this person's eyes, I believe it's a woman, it could be a man, is you healing your inner child wound once and for all, putting down that pain. You're making this choice. You're choosing you. Yeah. And you get the 8. Saturn energy. Health, darling dears. Health is your wealth. Somebody's, like I said, signing a contract. Remember to read the fine print. Your lesson for this week, water signs. Because you've got the options, darling dears. This is the 7th house. The 7th house of what? Open enemies. And it also represents the lower courts. Could be civil court, darling dears. Could be the divorce court. Some kind of contract. But again, don't trust the close associates, darling dears. 6 of Cups. Make sure that you're making a decision on your own understanding and not an emotional one. Your lesson is to what? Separate the act from the emotion, darling dears. Being able to see a situation for what it is without being driven to fury. This is what learning to emotional maturity, darling dears. Taking comfort in overcoming. And knowing that if you've done it once, you can do it 1,000,000 times, darling dears. Why? Because you are big cat. Your lesson for this week is to overcome. Realize that you have options and strength, and you are the karma for the situation. The 8, darling dears. The 8. On that note, I drops me mic. To love to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks. If you'd like a personal read, hit me up in the Gmail. All of my intel is in the description box below. Thank you for your continued support of me in this channel. Your likes, your subscribes, your bookings, your donations, your comments. Thank you very much. Most appreciated. Share this message with whomsoever you feel needs it. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Big Cat Wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, 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 cat. Just saw it 11:11 on the counter, darling dears. Instant manifestation mode. Focus, darling dears, focus. Big Cat Wave.
Hey, big cat, welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.